Divine love is that which is above any disagreement, any misunderstanding, any belief system. You have fallen out of previous belief systems precisely because you do not follow beliefs, but love, which is greater than any beliefs. Remember that initially all humanity was united by this enormous power, divine love. This is what makes up the divine spark in each of you. This is something that everyone can understand, regardless of their belief system. Bring light and love to everyone, those who do not understand you, those who condemn, who mock, who reject you, who are afraid of you. Remember that they are the same sparks of God as you are, although, unlike you, they do not yet realize it. Remember that they are just as loved by God as you are, no matter what, because God's love does not depend on anything, including a person's belief system. God loves the one who rejects Him, the one who does not accept Him, and the one who mocks Him. Be like God, bring love, spread it around you along with the light of your soul. Your light, your love, without any words, without preaching or teaching, will begin to penetrate the souls of those around you and turn them to the light. This process is already underway, dear ones. From your point of view it goes very slowly, but from our point of view it goes very fast. You won't have long to feel alone. Your like-minded people, those who share your views or are about to share, are becoming more and more numerous every moment. And very soon the long-awaited time will come for you when you can openly share your beliefs and views without fear of ridicule, condemnation, and misunderstanding. Very soon your beliefs and views will be accepted by most people as true. Very soon you will join a single family of people who love and understand you, whose thoughts and feelings are so close to yours. It will be soon, very soon, dear ones, you'll see. You will come out of all crises with honor if you do not allow them to plunge you into despondency, if you do not allow anyone to make you doubt yourself. You follow the divine path, on which there is no room for doubt. After all, God does not doubt Himself. Love is the key to resolving all crises. Love. May it always shine in your hearts. Practice. Exercise 1. Affirmations for constant contact with God. We do not have to constantly pray, we do not have to visit churches, temples, and other places intended for worship. We just need to constantly feel inner contact with our divine self. At first this is not easy, since the material world always claims priority attention on our part. But even when solving purely material problems, we must be in contact with our true, divine essence, with the angel that we really are. This does not mean that we will start to have our head in the clouds and ignore our earthly responsibilities. Quite the contrary, we will become better at fulfilling these responsibilities, we will stand more firmly on the earth, because God will help us in this. These affirmations are needed only for the beginning, for training, for establishing constant contact with God. Over time, this contact will turn into something wordless, into a state that no longer needs words, because it will become not just your habit, but your very essence. In the meantime, let's learn to create this desired state with the help of affirmations. It is advisable to say them twice a day, at any time convenient for you, out loud, looking into the eyes of your reflection in the mirror. Now I remember my true, divine essence. Now I remember who I really am, a divine angel, a ray of God, doing important work in the human body and on planet Earth. This memory awakens throughout my entire being. I remember my divine essence at the level of consciousness and subconscious, at the level of the mind and emotional sphere, at the level of soul, heart, and body. Every cell of my being remembers its true essence and lights up with bright, pure divine light. I am the light of God. I am the love of God. The memory of this fully awakened on all levels of my being, in every cell of my body. Every moment of my life I realize myself as a divine being. Every moment of my life I embody the light and love of God in all manifestations of the material world. My divinity is continuous and infinite in space and time. Whatever I do, whatever I think, whatever I feel, I act, think, and feel like a divine angel. Always, everywhere, and everywhere, no matter what happens, I do not forget that I am the divine spirit, bringing the love and light of God to the earth. No one and nothing will make me forget my essence. I am the incarnate spirit, and my every step on earth is filled with light and love. Whatever I do and wherever I find myself, I am fulfilling the tasks of the spirit. It was, is, and will always be so. Exercise 2. Establishing spiritual values as priorities. This meditation exercise will help you remove the barriers between you and spirit, barriers that are outdated values and beliefs related to the material world. Every person is divine in essence. As for our earthly existence, here we must create a projection of God on earth. We can create this projection only through ourselves. But for this we must be a pure ray of light. If there are no barriers between us and God, we become a pure ray and create a projection of God on earth. But if obstacles arise, then they begin to cast a shadow, and instead of a projection of God, we create only a reflection of our own distortions. We can look at our outdated belief and value systems and change them. In essence, you need to do this more than once. You should return to this work as often as possible. Habitual beliefs that we have inherited from the past can be very persistent, and return when we already think that we have completely freed ourselves from them. Awareness is important in this work, because we often follow old beliefs unconsciously, without realizing it. This exercise will require honesty with yourself, because you will have to honestly admit to yourself that you still have beliefs that do not correspond to the purposes of the Spirit, and that you place some values in your life above divine truth. And remember, prioritizing the values of the Spirit does not mean giving up everything else that was important to you, but it does mean putting all other values in their place, where they will serve you, and not work against you. This exercise will help you with all this. First stage. Find some privacy so that no one will disturb you. You can do this exercise in the evening, lying in bed, before falling asleep. Close your eyes, focus your attention on the heart area, imagine a soft white glow there. Mentally enter this glow and connect with your divine self. Second phase. Imagine that you are inside a flow of energy, a ray of light that goes down to the center of the earth and up into the infinity of the cosmos. Imagine that this flow is a luminous tunnel that connects you to your divine home. The earthly part of you is on earth, and the other part, the divine part, is in the divine house in the higher dimensions of reality. The tunnel of light connects both parts of your being. Third stage. Say mentally, from now on, I put myself in my divine manifestation first in my life. This is my highest, unshakable value. From now on, no one and nothing can come between me and God. Let it be so. Fourth stage. Remember the values that you placed in your life above divinity, above yourself in your spiritual manifestation. Be honest with yourself about what those values are. Other people, even the closest ones? Job? Money? Property? Something else? Realize that all these values, no matter how important they are for you, cannot be placed above divine values, above the goals and objectives of the Spirit, above you yourself in your angelic, divine hypostasis. Fifth stage. One by one, imagine all the values that were a priority for you in the form of a shadow, a cloud, or a clot of dark energy that blocks your tunnel of light above your head, just like a cloud blocks the sunlight. This is exactly what happens when you put someone or something above the tasks and goals of your own spirit, above the Spirit itself as a value that is a priori higher than all earthly values. Tell yourself, imagining each successive value, I remove the unnecessary significance of. Name what or who, in my life. I give priority value to the Spirit, God, the Most High. Call the word that finds the greatest response in your soul. At the same time, imagine that you are directing a ray of light from your heart to this cloud, which dissolves in your light, and the rays of the sun, the light of divinity, again shine unhindered for you. Thus, remove the excessive significance of all those earthly values that you can realize at the moment. Sixth stage. Imagine yourself in the pure, unclouded light of divinity. After this, you can take a few deep breaths and exhales and open your eyes, or fall asleep if you do the exercise before bed. Return to this exercise every time you feel that you again have other priorities besides God. Find this feeling when you remove the excessive significance of something or someone in your life and you get liberation. You get the feeling that you are one with God and no one or nothing stands between you and Him. Then you will be able at any moment to remove the excessive significance of those values that are not divine, as if you were simply throwing off a burden from your shoulders, and you will not have to close your eyes and meditate for this. It will be enough to mentally say to yourself, I am removing the excessive significance. Who something or something, in your life. And remember, removing the excessive importance of some value for yourself does not mean giving up the things that were of this value to you. This means starting to treat them differently, not putting them in a place that is intended only for God. Remember, for you, as a spirit, earthly life is just a game, and therefore taking earthly values too seriously is inappropriate. And, of course, removing the excessive importance of a person for yourself does not mean starting to treat him badly or stop loving him. On the contrary, your relationship may improve, become warmer and kinder. You can love him as you love all your neighbors, but do not place him on that pedestal that is reserved only for you as the divine spirit. Then all the values in your life will be put in their places. Then you will feel as if the shackles have been lifted from you. Then you will gain freedom, you will begin to independently manage your life, without giving it up to something or something that you are used to putting above yourself. Even God is not above you, remember that. God is part of you, and you are part of God. Other people and other values cannot be higher. You do not put others down by refusing to put them above yourself. You simply establish equal, harmonious relationships the way God sees them. You are divine. Remember this. Only you and God can manage yourself and your life. No one or anything else has been given such a right. You and I were born free. So let us claim those gifts of freedom and happiness that have long been ours by right. Translation from Book Cryon. Staircase Leading to Paradise. How to turn the energy of problems into a force that gives a long and happy life. To be continued. With love, Liberty.